Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. And good morning, everybody. And welcome to the show. Temporary little setup here. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the show. You look a little different today. Just a couple days. Hi. Hello. There's Kendall. The audience is over there. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Now I will say, thank you. I will say we look a little different today because the blenders are here. So we had to rearrange. We had to rearrange the set a little bit. So we're over here. And over to my left, audience, give it up for Miss Kendall. Hello, Miss Kendall.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is very odd. We used to. Well, this is how the show did. We did this for a couple years, and you're to my left, and it's a little discombobulating. But hello.
I can hear you out of this ear so well. It's very like.
Yeah. This is all director Leo's fault. He's making it do us. Yeah, I know, but no, because this is our little performance space, and the blenders will be singing here in just a few minutes. So we have to make room for the blenders. We got to make room for the blenders. How you doing?
Pretty good. Y'all picked a good day to come.
It is a good day, too. We have holiday crafts. We have you doing holiday decorations at Bachman's. Yeah, and speaking of the holidays, thank you, Phil. If you listen to the radio show, as I like to say, you already know where I'm going with this. And I blame my buddy, food critic, food writer, Rick Nelson over there at the Star Tribune. So, Director Leo, put up the tweet. Rick Nelson tweeted this out. Now, Rick is a proud Minneapolis guy. And this is what he tweets. Nicollet Mall is just bursting with holiday cheer. And if you look at it, no. Obviously, he's being sarcastic because, look, it's a cement wasteland. And I was down there yesterday, and look, like Rick, I have so much civic pride. Y'all know this. I live in Minneapolis. I live downtown. I love the city. I like some aspects of Nicollet Mall, but I gotta tell you, thank you. I gotta be honest. I love you, City Council. I love you, Mayor Fry. But really, when you guys budgeted $55 million for the Nicollet Mall redo, you couldn't put in $100 for some twinkly lights? For something? There is not a twinkle. There is not a weird dressed elf. There isn't a ribbon. There isn't a wreath. There isn't a snowflake illuminated. There's nothing on Nicollet Mall.
Nope.
And if you go back and you look at photos, as Rick did, go back and look at photos of Nicollet Mall in the 70s and 80s, bristling with holly and wreaths and twinkly lights. And I get it. All of this stuff costs money. But again, when you were coming up with the budget for the construction of Nicollet Mall, you didn't think about the season that lasts for 9 months around here? You didn't think about, in the budget of this, we should put in $50 for lights. You know what I mean? Or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, so Papa Mark found, let me see, at the Wally Mart, I think it was like 100 feet of twinkling lights for like $1. They do a big, huge deal like this every once in a while. Come on, city.
And I get it. Again, this stuff costs money. Then get a corporate sponsor. Hello, Target is on that street.
Hello.
Make a deal with Target and say, Target, you decorate the street and we'll give you some signs, or I don't know, we'll give out Target. I don't know. But there has to be something, because we are now, St. Paul has the Winter Carnival. I'm not dealing with St. Paul. I'm specifically talking about Minneapolis. We are the bold North. We are Minneapolis. We should be owning the winter and the holiday season. We should be known. There is no excuse for Chicago to get headlines for their Christmas festival. There is no excuse for other winter-esque destinations to get great headlines for great winter wonderlands. We should be owning this. People around the world should go, oh, Minneapolis, they have a great winter festival. Now, I know we have Holidazzle, but that's in Loring Park. I'm specifically talking about the lack of holiday cheer on what is arguably the vein of Minneapolis, Nicollet Mall. It's nothing but concrete. Get a tree up in there for the love of Peter, Paul, and Mary. I mean, I'm not kidding. There's a frozen rat in North Minneapolis that people are decorating. I would be willing to get a frozen rat and move it to Nicollet Mall just so we would have a decoration there. Cheesy the Christmas rat. You know what I mean?
I mean, if Jason's volunteering to touch a dead rat, you know
I'm
it's
serious.
bad.
The people are decorating a frozen rat. That's what we've come to. Anyway, Rick, thank you for getting me all riled up about this. It's because I love this city. I want everyone to come because if we have a prosperous downtown, it affects the whole state. So come on, Minneapolis. Okay, here we go. Now I don't have energy for the rest of the show. I don't know. I'm done. I'm kidding.
ready for you. Keep going.
I'm ready. Let's get to the hot dish. Here we go, everybody. Okay. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty on The Masked Singer. The butterfly, the thingamajig, the fox, and the tree all competed, with one going home. Before we recap it all, that's right. Don't want the emails. Spoiler alert. The tree and the fox blew away the judges and me. Here's a clip of both of them.
Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of you're a sweet, sweetest strawberry wine. Oh, you're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I'm stoned on your love all the time.
Okay. Guesses for the tree include Lisa Kudrow, Anna Gasteyer, Megan Mullally. Guesses for the fox include Backstreet Boy AJ McLean, Jamie Foxx, and Taye Diggs. Now, the thingamajig and butterfly landed in the bottom two and competed to stay alive. In the end, it was the butterfly who sent packing. Guesses included Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, Spice Girl Mel B, and Victoria Beckham, and they were right with Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. That's who it was. Yeah, that was no big surprise. When I was listening to her voice, I thought, oh, that's Michelle.
The first week, I thought it was Leona Lewis.
That's another good guess.
One or two first ones, yeah. But, and the clues that they gave, I do this thing once they get unveiled, I go through all their old clues to see like, oh, that makes sense. She was tricky.
She was tricky. Mm-hmm. I cannot for the life of me figure out the fox. I don't know who the fox is.
It would make sense to be Jamie Foxx, but I don't think he would do the show.
I don't know. If you all have any guesses, tweet us. Just search for Jason Show TV and let us know. Phil, do we have any guesses on that one?
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is unpaid researcher Phil's. It's not Phil.
Spoiler alert!
By the way, Phil, you're fired after that guess there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Next on the dish, Justin Timberlake was caught on camera a few weeks ago being a little flirtatious, I think that's putting it mildly, with co-star Alicia Wainwright. The two are working on a new movie in New Orleans when JT became a bit drunk and was seen holding her hand. Justin has now publicly apologized to his wife. On Instagram, yeah, this popped up. I'm like, what is he doing? On Instagram, JT said, I stay away from gossip as much as I can, but for my family, I feel it is important to address recent rumors that are hurting the people I love. He went on to say, I displayed a strong lapse in judgment, but let me be clear, he writes, nothing happened between me and my co-star. I drank way too much that night, and I regret my behavior. So, look, there's a school of thought that I appreciated his apology, but there is a school of thought that said, okay, the story was dying down, JT, and now your apology is going to bring it back in the headlines. We're talking about it. Wendy Williams will probably talk about it. So there is that. However, now that he did the apology, I like it. It's blunt. It's to the point. It's not real wordy where he's like, oh, I'm just... He's like, I messed up. This is why I messed up. This is how I messed up. I'm sorry. And I like an apology like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it was...
Thank you, thank you, audience, for the thank you.
Yes. I think it was clearly important for him and for his family. I think that there were probably a lot of hurt feelings, which is why he probably brought it back into the limelight. And I agree that he didn't really make it about himself.
No.
It was about, like, My people were hurt, and I screwed up.
I hurt my family. I hurt my wife. I hurt yeah, I like that. Next on the dish, speaking of JT, his good buddy Jimmy Fallon went undercover at a New York City subway station with, Alanis Morissette. I love her. And the two performed a Christmas classic before revealing who they are. Look at this.
Too late before the king. Ba-ra-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum. Shall I play for you? Ba-ra-ba-bum-bum. Me and my drum. Me and my drum.
Thank you very much, everybody. Happy holidays, everybody. My name is Jimmy Fallon. And this is Alanis Morissette right here.
That is so cool. She looks great. Good to see her back. Oh, look at that. You know, I don't know. That looks like the scene in Titanic where they're doing the Irish dancing in the bottom. Anyway, yeah. Alanis then sang one of her hits. Thank you, Kendall, for laughing at that. Sang one of her hits. You ought to know. You know what scene that is when they're doing the Irish chick. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. Everything goes back to Titanic with me. Anyway, you can see that on Jimmy Fallon's YouTube channel. Go grab another cup of coffee. We have more to come. Meet me back right after this. Stay with us, everybody. Coming up.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Now,
Y'all had a lot to say about that controversial Peloton commercial. Was it sexist, or is it, as Gayle King says, much ado about nothing? You are sounding off. Then it's become a holiday tradition around here. Get ready to smile. The Blenders are back performing live. And Kendall is getting more Christmas decoration tips from our friends at Bachman's. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
For Adam to give out concert tickets disguised as parking tickets, with Adam disguised as parking enforcement, as unsuspecting drivers meet Maroon 5-0.
I know this is crazy, but you have 30 seconds to actually put the money on the meter. 30 seconds, I gotta be a stickler. Sorry, it's a crowded street. Thank you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's too late. I gotta give you a ticket, pal. Once I start, I can't stop, unfortunately. Oh, not your day.
Excuse me.
You came in a little hot.
Came in a little hot.
You did, but a little fast.
Pulling into a parking spot?
Yeah, I tried to guide you in there. Your turn signal wasn't on either. I hate to be that guy, but unfortunately, I got a quarter to fill.
Can't ticket somebody for pulling into a parking spot.
Well, you know, I guess I can.
No, you can't.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, wait a second. No. I know who you are.
Take the tickets and get out of here.
Yes, Adam Levine, parking cop on Kimmel last night. He has such a distinctive voice.
Yeah.
It is really hard to pull that off. And plus his face, I mean, the voice, the look, it's...
He was America's Sexiest Man like 5 years running.
Yeah,
I mean, you know who he is.
Kind of hard, yeah. More dish for you this morning. Former SNL cast member Anna Gasteyer is out promoting her new holiday album, Sugar and Booze, which I love that title. She visited the webcast for People and was asked if she misses being a regular on SNL. Look.
But the reality is I actually work, I did Wine Country last year with all the girls. Maya and Rachel were on my audio show. Rachel and I are writing a movie together right now. So it's like
we got some things going, right?
I'm actually allowed to have the speed of the fun part, which is the creative, what's the word I'm looking for? Shorthand, which is definitely like a mutant. When you do SNL, you develop a mutant skill. You have a shorthand. You have an ability to communicate with one another in a different way than in any other part of show business. So that I kind of feel like I'm getting still without, IBS of working on the show.
I would imagine. That schedule's rough. As you see right there in their little graphic, Anna was on there, and I can't believe that from 96 to 02. She was that's one of the best, and I always say this. Every generation thinks that their generation of SNL was the best. Oh, SNL isn't as good as when I was a kid. That is a really good generation because Anna was on there with Will Ferrell and
Wasn't Tina Fey on it then?
Tina
too?
Fey came a little bit.
Okay.
They crossed a little bit, but yeah, the Tina Fey, Rachel Dratch,
Amy
Maya
Poehler.
Rudolph, Amy Poehler era, one of the greatest. I mean, when Tina Fey, I don't care what generation you're from. When Tina Fey was head writer of SNL, and it was during that era, she was the first woman to be head writer. That was fantastic. The amount of great content. You know, they spoof the Roomba. They spoofed the Roomba. You guys remember that one, yeah. They did that great Mom Jeans spoof. They did the spoof of Oprah's Favorite Things, where Maya was Rudolph, or Maya was Oprah. Maya was Rudolph. Maya Rudolph was Oprah, and they went in the audience and everybody's heads exploded after Oprah was given. Anyway, next on the dish, yeah. The audience is like, what? Yesterday in the dish, we talked briefly about that Peloton ad that's getting so much attention online. Here's the ad right here. In the commercial, the husband, gives his wife the expensive exercise bike for Christmas. And over the next year, she chronicles her journey with the bike. Now, a lot of folks are calling the ad out of touch, and giving your significant other an exercise bike is a great way to end a relationship, according to folks. Well, we brought this up at the end of our show yesterday, and I said, look, I'm a dude, so I look at it a little bit differently. I agree with my buddy Gayle King. I thought it was much ado about nothing because from my point of view, it looks like she's happy to receive it. So I'm assuming that maybe she put it on her list. I don't know. Aaron Schwab, however, very much on the other side. We talked about it out. And someone else in the audience is too. I'm just telling you, I am willing to listen. We asked our Facebook friends what they thought in a new poll. We put up a poll on there. More than 1,000 of you have voted so far, with 67% of you saying the commercial does not bother you. Now, reiterate, where were you yesterday? I barely remember what we did 5 minutes ago.
Say.
But no, so where are you on this as a fine lady?
As a fine lady. Hey, if I walked down the stairs and my husband had given me a $2,000 bike, I'd be like, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
That better be on your credit card.
That's what Gayle King said.
I honestly think it's just a bunch of phony baloney.
Like
outrage.
faux outrage?
I just am like, it's just, really? Are we that upset about this?
You don't think it's sexist in any way and sends a bad...
I can see where people are coming from on a personal level. It did not bother me. I just was like, that's a bad ad.
Because I'm not talking out of school. As two people, we've been very open about this, as two people who have struggled with body image and weight issues, you would think that I would be offended by it, or, and you as a woman might be. I'm not. I don't know.
No, and like we've both said, I can see where people are coming from. On a personal level, it did not bother me. I just, more than anything, was like, who got paid to write that? That was a terrible script.
I know.
Because it's
not
poorly written.
But it worked because now everybody's talking about it, including us.
Here we are.
But we're done now, yes. Keep voting in the poll, everybody. More Hot Dish for you this morning. And for that, we go to our Insider to the Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, live from his extra bedroom and wearing what looks like a Lululemon sweatshirt, it's Dax Holt, everybody. Hello, Lululemon.
Good morning.
Dax, let me ask you, because this could be questionable today. Are you actually wearing pants today?
I am wearing pants today, but that's only because I'm going to have to leave the house in like 10 minutes.
Oh, got it. Okay. Okay, so we mentioned this earlier in the Hot Dish. What is your take on the Justin Timberlake situation? Because you have covered, Dax, in your years, a lot of celebrity apologies. Yep. Do you think he should have even apologized? Because this story was dying down a little bit.
It was dying down. However, I think that it was one of those stories that embarrasses his wife so much that I'm actually really happy that he said something, because he's notoriously one of those people that would not say something. But I think that he went out there and he owned it and he said sorry and he said, I really messed up. And I think that was the best thing that he could have done. He just laid it out there. And I think at this point, he will now not answer questions. He won't talk about it anymore. But you go out there and you go, look, I screwed up big time and I embarrassed my wife and I'm sorry and we need to work through that privately. but this is the end of it. So I give him congratulations for doing that, or just saying, way to man up about it.
Well, and as I said, you've seen a lot of celebrity apologies, and I've always said this, and I think you would agree. A celebrity could make things worse with a really crappy apology. Am I right on that?
Oh, absolutely. You can turn a bad situation into an even worse situation if you like I said, when I keep going back to he owned it, there's a lot of celebs that won't own it. And they will kind of twist it around and say how it wasn't their fault because this and this and this. And at the end of the day, you're holding hands with another woman. You did something bad. Yeah, exactly. Preach, Dax Holt. Next, Billie Eilish getting ready for winter with some fanciness. What's going on? Yeah, so Billie Eilish actually here at the Angeles National Forest, out playing in the snow with her dad. And this is, right on the heels of her just winning every award there is so far. So, she won at the AMAs, the Best New Artist. Then she took home the first ever Apple Music Award, Global Artist of the Year. And I see that over the next couple months during the award season, she is just going to keep collecting the trophies because she is just that new person on the block that's got some great music. But like I said, her and her dad, she's wearing her Louis Vuitton because that is kind of her thing. She is the #1 spokesperson for Louis Vuitton at this point because of all the Louis Vuitton she wears everywhere. It is crazy. She really is one of those, Dax, where nobody, she wasn't around and all of a sudden she is everywhere. Everywhere. And the thing is, she's got a lot of great music. Like, if I know that most people have heard Bad Guy and stuff, but if you go and you listen to Ocean Eyes and a bunch of other her songs that maybe aren't as big, all of them are fantastic. So she really deserves a lot of these awards. Finally, turning from snow, Kendall Jenner and Bella Hadid hit the beach. Dax, we have a lot of snow now, so please show us some video of nice weather. We forgot what it looks like. It's kind of funny to think about that. We go from Billie Eilish, who's like knee deep in the snow, to the extreme opposite of Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and Kourtney Kardashian all hanging out in Miami on the beach. And I got to think, this is probably such just a debacle down there when you have these three women hanging out in their bathing suits. I got to imagine there's just tons of paparazzi running around. You probably can't even enjoy the beach because there's so much commotion being around them, but all looked really great and all had the attention of everyone on the beach. As I like to do for the audience, we like to live vicariously through you. What is the current temperature there right now? It's actually rainy and yucky, so... good! So when you say yucky, what, 74? Yeah, I mean, probably in the high 60s. I feel so bad for you. Dax, have a good weekend, my friend. Thank you. Dax Holt from Hollywood Pipeline. Follow Dax on social media to search for Dax Holt. And, of course, follow Hollywood Pipeline. Still ahead today, everybody. They are holiday legends around here. The Blenders are back celebrating 30 years of making music. I can't believe that because they look like they're 24. They're going to join us when we return. Back after this, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Well. Hello. Our next guests are a holiday staple around here and are celebrating 30 years of singing together. It's impossible. They must have started when they were 7. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Alan, Tim, Darren, and Ryan, better known as the Blenders, everybody. Hello. When I say 30 years, does that scare you?
Yes.
No.
It's been fantastic. We're just getting started, brother.
Well, did it go fast?
That's a really good question. It seems to go really fast, and then you look back. We just did a 30th anniversary documentary, which will be streaming, and we're looking at it. I'm saying, looking at footage from 20, 25 years ago and saying, that was a long time ago. So you don't realize it when you're in it, but it's gone. It was, pretty fast.
Oh, we were talking yesterday to a friend, and the '80s used to not seem that far away. They're really far away now. I mean, you know what I mean? No, I'm serious. It used to be like, oh, that was back in '87. '87 was a really long time ago.
You know what else was a long time ago? 2006.
Yeah, it really is actually. I know. Yeah. So let's say you mentioned the documentary. It's going to air, by the way, on the ABC affiliate in Fargo. How did this come about? How did the documentary come about?
Well, we have a sponsorship really up there with Forum Communications, and we were talking to one of our longtime friends there in Fargo, and he really produced the whole thing. And so the cool thing is it's going to air on a lot of stations throughout the upper Midwest, but as I said, it'll be streaming now with all the streaming that can
You don't even need a TV anymore. So they're going to watch it on their phone. Right. They're going to watch it on the phone. And then also, if that's not enough, to celebrate the 30th anniversary, mayors and governors have formally recognized y'all. There's going to be Blenders Days, right?
It's Blender Day on
December 12th.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? There's going to be a parade where there's going to be a huge inflatable Darren Russ, just like
Seriously?
going down the street. It's going to be awesome. And we have a new song, too, that Darren wrote. Tell him about the song.
Yeah, we wrote a song called One Last Song.
Okay.
Which sounds like we're quitting.
I was going to say, is this...
Yeah, no, it's a great song, just kind of a tribute to the fans and to each other. It's out right now on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes.
How long did you have to stand and model for the balloon?
Just, a couple minutes.
Yeah, we hope it's not too
life
windy.
size.
But being around 30 years, we got a lot of partners. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our sponsor, Bell Bank. So we want to thank them very much too.
Absolutely, because this is prime year. This is with the weather people. I always joke summer's their prime season because of severe weather. The holidays. You guys own the holidays.
This is our hurricane.
That's right. Do you all genuinely love the holidays though? I mean,
we do.
Like Arbor Day.
Well, I mean, we definitely work through the holidays, so there's that.
See, that's why I asked.
There's that. So, but I think the great thing is that it's the time of the year that we get together as friends, and it's awesome for us.
We have an awesome.
There's a payoff.
We have a great time on stage doing the show. I will admit, sometimes I come up from Florida for this, and I'll be at my hotel, and there's a whole big party going on, or there are people in the bar, and I'm going, "Hey, I want to be in the bar right now," but we're working, which is great. We have a lot of fun doing it together.
You live in Florida?
I do. Sarasota.
Sarasota.
Yep.
I love the Florida.
It's beautiful. Yeah, you're at Disney every other day.
I'll be there in like 3 weeks, actually.
Shock.
Okay, I know, shocking to everyone watching. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way. Audience at home, give it up for the Blenders, everybody.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together, yeah. This Christmas, the fireside blazing bright. Oh, we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. Shake a hand with your friend, yeah. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer. And you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshine the town. They do. This Christmas, the fireside blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. All right. Woo! Shake a hand with the yeah. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh, the parasites gleaming bright. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating 30 years. Even though they're in their mid-20s, the Blenders, everybody. They're going to be performing. I love this. Right there. Go to that website. Performing at the Pantages Theater December 12th through the 15th. Go to hennepintheatertrust.org. They're going to be back a little bit later, but now they're going to sing us out. Still ahead, Kendall heads to Bachman's for holiday decoration tips. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back, my friends. By the way, the Blenders will be back to wrap up the show. And then tomorrow, our holiday festivities continue with another good guest of ours, another tradition. The Sleigh Bell Dancers will be here. Right now, though, that's right. That's why we're kind of in a weird place on the set today. The other day, Kendall visited Bachman's to paint some poinsettias. Today, she heads back there to give us the scoop on another holiday staple, spruce top planters. Look at this.
If you've ever seen one of these beautiful planters like this and want to know how you make them yourselves like me, Reagan is here from Bachman's to teach us how to do it. What do you call those planters?
Spruce top planter. Yes.
Spruce top planter. I was halfway there.
You were.
Okay.
So we're in the season of family gatherings, and spruce top planters are a great way to give your home a very inviting feel, because the outside of your home is the first thing they're going to see when they come visit. We went with blue, so this is kind of our inspiration piece here. Blue is very trendy right now. So this is going to give you a lot of inspiration, and then you can build your own in a little bit more classic colors.
Key things you need before we even build anything with the spruce top planter.
Right, so you're gonna want, this is a mache insert, and this is nice because then it can just drop right into your big, beautiful container.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep, and then so you're gonna fill that with your soil, and then you have all your components. So you've got your spruce tops, and then extra greens that can add more texture, and then your decorative accents. And that's where you can really go crazy and personalize it with whatever you like.
I've got my gloves on, I'm ready. First step.
All right, we'll take our tallest spruce top, and everything usually gets a fresh cut before you put it in.
Okay. Do you want to trim any of this before you put it in?
You're just fine if you just cut the base. So you're gonna insert right in the center, about 4 to 5 inches deep. Yep. And having all that soil in there is what's really gonna keep it sturdy.
Okay.
And then, you know, you can kind of just give it a little fluff.
Okay. Fluff. Give it some fluff.
So then your other spruce tops, you're gonna put around it, kind of angled outward.
Okay. And you want to hug it pretty close to this main one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can angle them a little bit more.
Like this much more? So solid 30-degree angle. Math was not my forte.
It's not a science.
It's not a science. I made it taller than my tall one. I messed up. Okay, it's not a science, but we're not all experts at this.
And if you kind of want to pick where you want maybe the front to be, you can take your more draped greens and kind of place those down low in the front. And have them flow over the edge.
And my reject branch that doesn't want to be a part of the party. Sorry, I'm listening, Regan, I swear.
So we'll take the cedar. Why don't you do that one next?
Forget about you, I hate you. Oh, I'm ruining the whole display table.
You want kind of that pop of blue with the berries. You can add the juniper.
Everyone, I'd like you to note the difference between mine and Regan's. I'm trying.
So you kind of just take an overview and see
how things are looking?
Yeah, where something might need a little. You don't necessarily have to use all of them, so it's really.
Did you say mine looks very natural? Okay, it looks like you could find this in a ditch. Great, thanks, Eric, thanks. Mine looks very natural. Oh yeah, come to mama. Look at that. Okay, so maybe I should stop because I'm having problems fitting things.
Well, it's looking pretty full, so we can probably move on to the decorations.
Look at this one. This is like, I don't know actually what this is like, but it's dope. Is there an artistic limit to how much you put in this?
I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's looking great from my angle.
I ran out of room. There's literally no room for it. It's just gonna go right there. It's not that bad, Eric. It's just an explosion of Christmas. It's not awful.
That is,
I mean, you wouldn't hire me.
It's nice. It is an explosion of Christmas.
You just slow-mode
your
nice.
words, it was beautiful.
You slow-mode nice.
I didn't.
It's nice.
Kendall joins me now. I gotta tell you, Did you see how she said nice? That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
She took a very long pause between that's and nice.
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 The whole piece, Eric was making fun of me, and I was like, I can't see it. I'm putting it in the back. But I did use all of her tips on my own piece that I did actually do it at my house, and it worked out really well. The dirt was kind of the saving grace.
And before we go, hashtag unpopular opinion. I know she said it's trendy. You agree with me. I don't like the blue.
No.
I don't like the blue thing for holidays. I don't like blue Christmas tree lights. No.
No.
I'm a traditionalist. Give me some white lights.
Red, silver, gold,
That's right.
baby.
I'm going to go buy some white Christmas lights for Nicollet Mall. That's right. Yeah, right there.
At the Wally Mart.
Well, the blue's behind me. I like the blue mix with our set colors. But I'm
Right.
saying just blue.
Right.
No. But again, I'll take anything on Nicollet Mall. Still ahead, everybody. Just saying, Mayor Fry. We'll show you some cool items available at the Minneapolis Craft Market when we return. Back after this, everybody. Get that Christmas rat now. Welcome back, everybody. Look at all the goodness. Well, our next guest is the founder of the Minneapolis Craft Market. When she was here last time, y'all loved her. We read your comments on social media, giving both established and emerging makers a regular venue to sell their work. And you're going to definitely want to check out her holiday markets this month. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the founder of the event and now a good friend of our show, Haley Matthews-Jones, everybody. Welcome back, Haley.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I thoroughly enjoyed when you were here last time, and like I said, people on social media, you were saying it. This is hot. This trend of these markets are fantastic, so welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Okay, walk me through this. This is a bounty of fun stuff.
Yeah, we have a ton of things going on. So this is all, these are all products that are going to be available Saturday at Lakes and Legends Brewing for our handmade holiday market. So that's downtown near Loring Park.
So all of this that you're going to see today, you'll be able to buy this weekend. So.
Yes, so it takes place noon to 5 down there. So I wanted to start with some of our printmaking and 2D things. So these are perfect if you have people that you're shipping gifts to, want to do something super lightweight but, you know, local and gorgeous. So these are Rome Wild designs, gorgeous illustrations and stickers. So these are perfect if you have like a student who's, you know, out of state. Yeah, really cool stuff.
Print.
And Juniper and Spruce also does some printmaking. She has really fun cards and also t-shirts.
Can we acknowledge the cat card for a second? Can we go back to that shot? That is the best card, Haley. Look at that. That cat is frightened.
Yes.
We're focusing right there. There we go. Hi, kitty. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so she has some great printmaking and lots of very locally themed things. So those are great if you're sending to people who have now moved out of state. Also 2D things, we have Sweet Bee Designs has just come out with this Magic Moon Planner. Super fun. So it's if you're into astrology, months of the year, planning, visioning, all these kinds of things. She has this great new planner that just launched.
And you know what I'm finding, Haley, and I don't know if you are too. I think everything old is new again. Even though we have our iPhone and our Android that we can keep our schedule, I am seeing more and more people go back to the good old-fashioned journals,
the paper journal,
the
planner,
paper,
yes. I love a
that.
paper planner because I find if I write stuff down, I'm a lot more likely to remember it. So so she has some really cool stuff here. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about a lot of our makers use sustainable processes and coming out with sustainable and ethically sourced products. So I wanted to highlight these clutch purses. I have like 4 of these at home in my closet. These are by Lauren Erica Designs. It's vegan leather. Gorgeous clutches that you can wear with a pair of jeans or like fancy glam night out, and they're perfect. They fit your phone, your makeup, everything that you would want on a night out. She has all these fun prints.
I love these bags.
Yeah.
This
gorgeous.
would be a... Do you want this? Oh, I'm all ready.
Yeah, steal it for Kendall. It's fine.
Kendall, do you want me to take this for you? Okay. No, this is, guys, sincerely, and the price... $35,
yeah,
everybody.
Handmade,
Handmade.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yes, really gorgeous. I love these. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And so talking about kind of ethical and sustainable things, we have Farinita, which is one of our regular vendors. You can pretty much always find them at our markets. Have this new line of bamboo cutlery. So if you're looking for a little stocking stuffer, someone who takes their lunch to work, these are really cute. And then also one of my favorite new products that they've come out with is
that?
What is it, you ask?
Exactly. I do. I'm curious. Yeah.
I bet Kendall knows. So this is a travel jewelry pouch. So you put all your necklaces and stuff in here because if you don't, then they just become a tangled mess. Like if you throw them into a Ziploc bag, like I used to do.
Yeah.
then you get to your destination and it's a tangled mess. So these are really cute.
Kendall, do you want this too? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get that for you too. There we go. That's a great idea.
Yeah, isn't it? So speaking of jewelry, we'll move on to some of the fun jewels that we have. So we have a few different jewelry artists, but as you can see, everything is completely different styles, different price points. So we have Faria, Melissa Mark, Mend, and Franconia Studio here. So all very different styles. We have some crystal, some silversmithing. I'm wearing a Mend jewelry necklace here. And Create Laser Arts earrings because I'm a fan of big earrings but not heavy earrings.
And those are light?
So these are super light
May I
wood.
touch?
Yes.
Oh, those are very
Yeah,
light. Yeah.
they weigh nothing. So it's good if you want
ask somebody before you touch their ear, for heaven's sake.
Yeah. And then some other sustainable fun things that we have. These are a new vendor with us. Wicked Stick Sisters have these reusable cotton pads. So if you're like washing your makeup off at night, things like that. Super cute little crocheted pads.
What a good idea.
Yeah, they come in a little mason jar. That's another good stocking stuffer. And they also do this gorgeous crocheted knitwear, which you can never have enough knitwear in Minnesota.
Especially in Minnesota. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Wells and Pearls. I would like you to maybe just feel how soft that is.
Yeah, Kendall's already telling me I need to steal this for her too.
With a little palm on top. So Jenny makes these and she does a lot of limited runs of things. So if you see something of hers that you like, you really have to snap it up because she makes maybe 2 or 3 pieces out of each yarn and then it's done. So, you have to snap those things up when you see them.
Okay, hold on just a second because we got to go, but we're going to come back and finish up. So for more information right now, though, right there's the website. Head to MinneapolisCraftMarket.com. We'll wrap this up when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. Kendall, I got this for you. This is really soft. I love that. Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping things up with our buddy Haley. Okay, where are we here?
Okay, so a couple more things. Speaking of limited edition, these are Jelly Bums baby pens. Super cute and really modern prints. So like stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. I have a few pairs of these for my 2-year-old. Really cute, like little sloth pens. Come on, they're like $18 to $20 handmade. Awesome. And then we'll just wrap up with a couple of things that are great stocking stuffers, great teacher gifts. Relaxation with bath salts and scrubs by Zupati Herbals. She uses a lot of dandelions in her things for the healing properties. CBD bath scrubs and soaks. And then these little fun projects by Just Wow kits are really great for kids. You buy a pre-made kit that you can fill with your own ingredients and they're great for teacher gifts and things that kids can do over the holidays. And then we will just finish up with the delicious, delicious beer and coffee.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We had to get to the beer before commercial.
If that was going to happen. So we're at Lakes and Legends Brewing, and they have some seasonal releases because Saturday is also their 4-year anniversary party. So we have some fun beers happening and live music. Coffee by SK Coffee and records by Solsta.
Give it up for Haley, everybody. We'll put this on Facebook. We'll be right back to wrap up the show. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping things up this morning with our buddies, the Blenders. Again, tell everyone where they can see you the next time.
We're going to be at the Pantages Theater, 12th through the 15th. Come on and see us. It's a lot of fun, and the whole family can come.
And then the documentary, again, will be streaming soon.
It will be streaming. We'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah, and if you're watching us from other markets, it'll be on the ABC affiliate in Fargo. Tomorrow on the show, it's another holiday tradition. The Sleigh Bell Dancers will join us in the studio. Always a good time. But first, one more time to sing us out, as they say in television. Audience, give it up for the Blenders. See you tomorrow.
When your life ain't too complicated, gotta let the music get down in your soul. Forget all your frustrations. Gotta let the music get down in your soul. Get on up, yeah, my brother. Get on up and let the music get down in your soul. Get on up, yeah, my sister. Get on up and let the music get down in your soul. Every day ain't gonna be sunny. No, gotta let the music get down in your soul. Life ain't filled with milk and honey. No, gotta let the music get down in your soul. Get on up, yeah, my brother. Get on up, alright, and let the music get down in your soul. Get on up, dream. Strength you need, you had it all the time. You'll find the answer in the back of your mind. Get on up, yeah, I'm a brother. Get on up, and let the music get down in your soul.